Hello, um, this is Johnny, and this is Donnie, and today, and this is the Johnny and Donnie show, where we talk about anything and everything. And today, we're just gonna talk about a couple of things like. Well, one thing we're going to talk about today is me having to go to the doctor. I've got to go there. I'm okay. I'm just going there for a flu and follow up and flu shot and everything. And okay, you like going to the doctor? Well, in a way I do, in a way I don't, because, I go like every couple of months, and, I have to go because if I don't go, I don't get my meds. But it's all right, I guess. But at times, I just don't feel like it. With my Parkinson's, I just don't feel like it. Do they weigh you? They do normal stuff like weigh me, take my blood pressure, and they treat me, with whatever I go there for. Yeah, they pretty well, do the normal stuff. Yeah. Yeah. How much do you weigh? Oh well, the last time I think I went, I was 155. But I don't know about this time. My appointment's today at 2:15. Are you going with me? What was your highest weight you ever weighed? About 200. Wow. Yeah, that's been years ago. I was 200, and my friend Sue Blue, her name was Sue Blue. She was very concerned about me. She said, Donnie, she said, honey, she said, I'm not trying to gain your business, but you're gaining lots of weight, and I can tell you how it is. And I didn't believe her. And I started drinking water and exercising, and it came off. But that's the biggest I've ever been. I never want to be that big ever again. But getting back on the subject of you, what are you going to do today? Are you going to the doctor with me? I'm gonna go to the doctor with you. And what you gonna do? I'm gonna sit out there, get dirty looks from the nurses. And I think everybody gives me dirty looks. But I don't mind, I like it. Well, I think that really. You like a dirty look? Sometimes if it's a clean, dirty look. But, like, yeah, they're like. But you usually can tell. Oh my God. Yeah, you usually can tell. I usually just pick my nose when they do it. Oh, gross. Well, you could usually tell the good dirty looks from the bad dirty looks, And, you say you haven't been sleeping so good lately. What, do you think it has something to do with the past life regression thing? No, I don't. I just haven't been sleeping too good. I guess I've just been having lots of stress. But speaking of the past life regression, Johnny, I performed one on me. And I can't, and the situation is, I know a lot of people don't believe in hypnosis, but it does work. I lay down and help me with it. You started talking to me. And the hypnosis? Yes. Well, yes, the hypnosis, we did a past life regression meditation. We got it from YouTube, but I was just gonna play it for him. But he said that he did it. He wanted me to hear my voice when he did it, which I thought, why? Michael, whatever his name is, has a gorgeous voice. But so I just read the transcript. I put it on silent, the phone, and just read the transcript to him. And as he read, and I woke up from after 5 counts, I was actually, when he was, hypnotizing me, and I was like, this female who was at this saloon, and I was on the desert and everything, and it was just wonderful. And I was on the desert. I was by myself, and there was nobody there with me. You could see far, far away, nothing but desert. And then I looked to the right, and there was a saloon. I went in the saloon, and they called my name. There was Jenny Sue. So it was just really great. I really enjoyed him doing that.
Did you see anything there? Well, I know sometimes because I also did the same, not the same one, but another one from another person. But so you don't really see anything like in particular, do you? Like, did you see anything that resonated with you in this life?
Other than the person, no. It was wonderful. I felt totally different.
Because I've been thinking about it a lot. Because I had the same past
Yeah,
life regression as you
know.
did.
I know.
And I saw you in my past regression when you described yourself. And so I was like, wow, we knew each other from a past life.
And how come Johnny knew that? He didn't even tell me
I know.
while he was
He was just, I asked him, what did you see? And he's like describing it to me. I'm like, that's crazy. That's
Tell
the
him.
same one I had.
Tell him what I saw.
But I was a man with a mustache, and we were in the 1800s, and we was wearing 1800s clothes.
Because I remember the mustache curling, you have a hat on, and it says it had to be Johnny because it was a beige like cream color shirt and brown pants. I know that must have been him. So it can be done. I didn't believe it. I never believed in hypnosis, but now since he's done that, I do strongly believe in it.
Yeah, it's a thing. For sure. For sure, for sure. And, yeah, so I started watching this show called 1883 because I started researching that era because I wanted to know what it meant that we used to live in that lifetime. And, it kind of like really kind of, they say that you come back as the opposite thing that you were the last time. And do you feel like you're the opposite of what you were?
I do, very much
In
so.
what way? Did you have any kind of personality in your
My
past
personality, yes, my personality seemed much better. I was my personality. I was a very nice, compassionate person, which I am that now. But in the hypnosis, I was much nicer. It was wonderful. It was just really wonderful to be a different person, to know that you went back that far to the 1800s, and to see yourself. Even though I looked totally different, it wasn't the same face. It was a different face, but I know that it was me because you just know. So it was really great.
Yep. And that's all we have to say about that, I guess, because I don't. But it was interesting in those times. They didn't have phones. They didn't have, running water.
Restrooms.
I mean, they did, but only like rich people and stuff had them. And, so they didn't have TV.
Yeah. But not only are we talking about that, Johnny, let's talk a little bit about also, Thanksgiving coming up. We're eating with my sister. He loves food. I love food. Tell her what you like that my sister cooks.
Well, I like Thanksgiving food in general. I like turkey. I like.
Ham
Oh yeah, we eat turkey and ham.
and banana pudding and
Banana
potato
pudding.
salad.
potato
everything
salad,
else.
sweet potato souffle, which I like mine blended.
Yeah, I do too. But it was good. Don't
I don't like the big chunks. I like
I do. Yeah, it's much easier to eat. But he's supposed to go with me to eat there, and it's gonna be wonderful because I don't think he's missed a year yet. And if y'all wondering how I met Johnny, we met Tammy, I think, and we became really great people and everything. And I've known him. How long have I known you? About 5 years.
Oh, yeah, 5 years.
And we dress up every year on Halloween. Last year I was Miss America. This year, I dressed up. I was Pharaoh, and he was. Tell her what you was.
I was a crazy doctor surgeon who had a lot of blood on me.
I think I want to say this. I'm not for sure. This is just probably pretend, but Johnny is renting from my uncle a house and everything, and I think he's got a crush on him, and everything. My uncle's not bad looking to be 75 or 76, I think.
He's like 80.
Oh, 80. I can't get. There's so many.
He's the same age as my mom.
Yes, okay, yeah, you're right. See, I forgot. But anyway, my uncle don't look 80, but Johnny said one day he came out in shorts and
one day he came out in a towel.
Oh wow.
And I could see his penis through the towel. And it wasn't a bad penis. Let me tell you. We're not supposed to talk about this kind of things, though.
But anyways, what a
Dottie also likes my uncle.
Oh, I like your Uncle Pedro. He's really how old is he?
70.
He doesn't look it. He's real nice looking. He's very nice looking.
Have you always liked older men?
I do must like older because no offense, they're more mature. But I mean, young men are okay too. But I like dark-haired men mostly because they look more manly. But no offense,
I always, when I was little, growing up as a gay kid, I always thought that the brunette was the top and the blonde was the bottom. I don't know why I thought that, but that's what I thought. But it turns out, not to be always the case.
I always want to mention this too, and this probably pertains to Johnny as well. When you were in school and you being gay like me, did you get picked on a lot? I did.
Yeah, I got picked on a lot, but I don't know if it was for being gay. I was, I've always been a little on the autistic spectrum, so I was just kind of awkward and weird. But I don't think I don't know, it probably was effeminate as well.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was gonna say because when
I didn't know it at the time.
One thing about me, and I mentioned this to Johnny a few days ago, a lot of times when you meet somebody or you want to be with that person, they know that you're feminine. So why do they just get up and just go find somebody else? If they don't want to be with you and you told them, like with me, I told guys I was feminine, and about my life history. And if they don't like it, then they can just get up and leave. But I get the point with Johnny, and he's very nervous, and you know, I understand because, you know, I've been there, done that, you know, everything. So it's really, you know, and really people here did give you dirty looks, but I think it's mostly because they're wondering, you know, hey, you know, is this?
But for me, I think I get the most. I mean, yeah, I guess you know, like I've never cared about people whether they like me being gay or
Right,
not.
amen, yes.
Like I was never in the closet. I just, you know, it was never like a big deal to me. But I feel like people, um, the problem that people have with me is that I'm very punk, you know, style. Like I don't follow the traditional, you know, trends and stuff for clothing or even, you know, the way I
And what?
think.
And sorry to interrupt, but another thing that gets me and Johnny upset, which I totally agree with him, is a lot of the trend stuff. I think the trends should have just as much right as gay people, as straight people. I mean, you know, everybody is human, and everybody, you know, is here for a reason. So don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, you know, because, you know, I mean, you are what you are, we are what we are. So, you know, just be yourself and everything, and don't judge anybody because it's not for us to judge what you know.
Yeah, but let's like stop talking about Poe me. You know, let's talk about positive things. Like,
Like, for instance,
like for instance, Trump won the election.
yeah.
Isn't that nice? I like Trump.
He's alright, yeah.
He tells it like it is.
And me and Johnny has been watching a movie called Agatha. What is it?
Agatha All Alone.
And it's pretty good, and everything. And I also, there's a lot of great stuff. I've been watching one with Cat.
It's about witches. You like
And
witches?
yeah, and one thing.
But it's like,
See, you forgot to tell
there's
me.
Lady Death is in it.
See, you was gonna remind me about Matlock with Kathy Bates. But he's got. I love Kathy Bates. She's lost weight. She's older and she's lost weight, but you know. But anyway, I like her.
Well, she was never really that pretty.
She's not pretty, but she's a good actress.
But yeah, she's like a very good actress.
Mystery. I love what she did with that guy's legs.
Who do you like better, Marilyn Monroe or Kathy Bates?
Well, you know, hands down, who's that's gonna be. You know, Marilyn. I love both. Well, Marilyn's gone, so but I like both of them. You know. But you
like the pretty ones.
I don't necessarily like the
but
pretty
if you
ones.
like the pretty ones, then you should be more into like fashion or
I'm
something.
not
Instead of
I
like
mean, I have
acting,
some like I
because,
don't only like
you
the pretty
know,
ones.
If you want to see
Look,
pretty people,
I don't only like the pretty ones. I like.
Who's your favorite model?
Oh wow, you mean female?
Yes.
Oh wow. I don't know because I don't really know that many models. I really can't tell you. Probably an older model that I do know that I really did like was one called Cheryl Tiggs. Do you know her?
No.
And I like her. And
what time? What era was she from?
she was the era 70s, the 80s. I kind of like her. And wasn't Pamela Anderson a model?
She was a porn star.
Oh,
but she became an actress.
well, talking about favorite things, what is your favorite Julie Andrews movie?
Well, I like Victoria, I like the subtle music. I
I
like
see
Mary
the
Poppins.
favorite,
I
the
like.
favorite.
Well, I'm trying to think of which are my options.
Okay.
There's the one where in the 20s. What's it called?
30 Modern Millie.
Thoroughly Modern Millie. Then, so out of those four, I would say my favorite movie of Julie and The Sound of Music, would have to be. I don't know. It's between Victor Victoria and Thoroughly Modern Millie, but she also did a version of Cinderella, which was good. Oh, so it's hard to pick.
Well, as far as me,
You always ask me, what's your favorite? What's your
well,
favorite?
as far as
I
me,
don't
as
know
far as
either.
me, I have maybe two favorites. My first favorite is Our Sons, and the second favorite would be 30 Modern Millie. Those are my two favorites. But I like anything she does, as well as Marilyn. My favorite Marilyn Monroe is Some Like It Hot, which I like it cold. So, but anyway. But I just have favorites sometimes. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't.
And what is your favorite movie of all time? I know it's
Gone with the Wind.
the Wind.
Gone with the Wind.
My favorite movie of all time, if I had to pick just one movie, would have to be. Gosh, there's so many movies.
I know
And
one.
I've watched so many, I can't even
Well,
remember
one
all.
of his favorites
They're all
I
a
do know
blur.
is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Oh yeah, that's probably one of my favorites. And I used to love Hedwig and the Angry Inch. But if you grow out of it, like one time it's your favorite, and then you grow out of it, and then you like something else.
Well, I never did. Well, that is true, but I never grew out of Gone with the Wind because I've always, to me, that's the best movie ever made. And
How long is it?
it's nearly almost 4 hours long.
4 hours long.
But it's
so
long.
yeah, it's like a whole production. And so I do love God with the Wind. And
But there are some also things that me and Johnny, agrees on, and some that we don't. As far as one thing, as Baby Jane, in the movie, he likes to be more of a Betty Davis fan, and I'm more a Joan Crawford fan. But but we get along pretty good. And by the way, Joan Crawford actually lived here, in Columbus. So
did you?
yeah,
Joan Crawford?
no, lived here in Columbus. You know that.
No, that was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why am I saying that? Slap my jaws. Jane Russell. Where's my mind at? Where's my mind at? It's Jane Russell. I'm so sorry. I'm worried about going to the doctor.
Excuse him. He has a little bit of dementia.
Oh,
He's
fiddle-dee-dee.
getting
I don't-
up there in
Oh, fiddle-dee-dee.
years.
But yeah, Jane Russell lived here.
Oh,
Johnny
my
will tell you about that.
Joan Crawford lived in Columbus?
No,
Oh, boy. I
I'm
never
sorry.
heard of that.
She did. I'm sorry, Johnny. I've got a lot on my mind right now. But anyway, Jane Russell lived, and tell them about it.
They have that show called Feud about the making of Baby Jane,
Which was great.
which was a great show.
And
Uh,
Capote.
Why do you think they hated each other so much?
Well, the way that it was told to me is that Betty Davis stole Joan Crawford's fiance, and that's why that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. You can't believe everything you hear, but why do you think so?
Was Elizabeth Taylor stole
Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie
yeah.
Reynolds' husband?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, they used to get down back in the day
They
too.
sure did.
They
Well, mentioning something. What movie stars do you think that are really gay in real life that's hiding their gayness, in the closet? Well, who do you think? I think John Travolta might be.
Right.
And another
There's
one,
rumors.
I think that Tom Cruise might be.
Possibly. I always thought so.
But what about George?
But he's just weird.
What about George Clooney?
I think George Clooney, I'm sure he's dabbled. I mean, everybody in Hollywood has to dabble.
Well, who do you think?
Who can't be close-minded in
Who do you
Hollywood?
think?
Well, I would say Brad Pitt, maybe.
Possibly, I can't say, but possibly.
Like he's too pretty to be straight.
I can't think of anyone off of the top. What about Daniel Radcliffe or
Oh yeah, he's definitely gay.
what? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gay.
Judd Law. There's a bunch. That's hard. Which I think if they come out that it would be better, and their fans would still love them. I mean, just because you're gay, your fans is not gonna turn their back. If they like you, they like you regardless. So, but I do. I like a lot of celebrities, but I'm weird anyway.
What kind of guy do you like? Like if you were gonna marry somebody and you was the perfect person.
You gotta be more specific on like what guy what I like. What.
Do you like a go-getter or like a shy guy?
I'm more like.
Or do you like?
I'm more into a shy.
Conservative.
No, I'm more into a shy.
Progressive.
Wait.
Or do you like tall or short?
I like tall, dark, and handsome, and
fat
also.
Or skinny?
Well, let me talk, Johnny. I like them tall, dark, and handsome, and I'm definitely not a conservative. Maybe liberal and everything, but not kind of a little chunky, but not real, heavy, But what about you?
Well, if I had to choose my ideal husband, I think I would go with, I don't know, he'd have to be rich.
Money's not everything.
I know, he'd have to be nice, funny. I love a man with a sense of humor. And he'd have to physically, I guess I like like a little heavy on the heavy side, and a little like about my height. I don't like people who are too tall, because men that are too tall for me, and because I always have to I don't know, I just think it's awkward. And let's see, hair color, I would say I like I don't know, like a brown. Eye color, I like
Okay. Another question for you, and I want you to ask me the same. If you had to meet two celebrities, who would it be? Of all the celebrities, if you had if you really
I
want,
had to I had a gut to my head.
if you had to meet any two celebrities in the world, what two would you want to meet?
Marilyn Monroe.
She's dead. No,
Elizabeth Taylor.
I'm not talking about dead. I'm talking about alive today.
Alive?
They're dead.
Oh, let me think. I think I'd like to meet either Madonna or Lady Gaga. One of the two. And celebrity I'd like to meet would have to be living today. I'd like, well, Michael Jackson is dead. Um, I don't know. Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna party? Or are we gonna have
Just
a
no,
dinner?
just meet him. Just meet him.
Oh,
Signing autographs. Just meet him.
I think like some porn star or something.
That's fine. Mine, I know right off my hand who I would dip in. What's so funny?
I'd like to meet some porn stars.
You don't know too many porn stars, do you?
Well, I like that one guy. I don't know his name though, but no, there's that one guy from the '80s. He's really cute.
Well, if I had to meet one, my favorite one, which he's dead, but if he was alive, would be Johnny Rom, R-A-H-M, him. But as far as celebrities, that's living, there's two celebrities that I would love to meet. One would be Joan Collins, and the other one would be Morgan Fairchild. Those would be the two that I would want to meet.
Interesting.
But
Yeah. She would be fun to meet. Joan Collins.
but
I don't know who the other guy is.
But you mean lady? Morgan Fairchild. She's a celebrity. She's been on Flamingo Road. She's been on a lot of series. She's been on TV movies and soap operas. So, but anyway, those two would be the two that I would want to meet. As far as males go, if I had to meet any males, first one would be Clint Eastwood, which is my all-time favorite actor. And I guess the second one, if I had to really pick, would probably be, I'm sure, it narrows down between George Clooney and Brad Pitt. I don't know. Probably George Clooney. Probably those two.
Who do you think is more handsome, George Clooney or Brad Pitt?
Well, I like George Clooney. I like older men. But
he has an edge to him. Alright, well, this episode's getting a little long, so we'd like to thank everyone for listening. And we have to go clean the house and stuff, so we'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.